All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I definitely had to bring y'all this one right here. And it seemed like Hakeem Jeffries, he just cannot stop talking about Donald Trump. These Democrats has been so freaking mad ever since Donald Trump won. They be trying to pinpoint everything he do, trying to criticize everything he do. Look how the Democrats was acting at Donald Trump's speech the other night. They wouldn't even clap for a 13-year-old boy that's been battling brain cancer. They wouldn't even stand up to it. I mean, that right there was just an embarrassment. Something is really, really wrong with these people. And then not only that, they didn't stand or clap for Lake and Riley when Donald Trump was talking about Lake and Riley. The Lake and Riley situation when her parents then was there. It's like all the Democrats did their entire night was just hold up signs calling Donald Trump a liar. You got Maxine Waters running her mouth talking about Donald Trump just politicizing the situation of the 13-year-old. I mean, these people are just sick. And not only that, even Fetterman, John Fetterman, he pretty much turned on the Democrats. He even went off on them himself, talking about why didn't the Democrats stand for that 13-year-old boy who been battling brain cancer, and the doctor only gave him 5 months to live, and that was 6 years ago, and he is still here, and the Democrats would not stand up and clap for him at all. So it seemed like at this point, even John Fetterman even turned on the Democrats. I mean, these people are sick, but let's jump into these clips by The Very Darkness. Make sure y'all please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Please let me know in the comment section that you did stay to the end, because it definitely helps get the video out there. But it seems like Hakeem Jeffries, he just can't stop talking about Trump. Let's go.
The debacle from Congressman Al Green continues as Republicans are pushing to kick him off all committees, which has led to House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries losing it in a video that he posted on social media. Let's take a look.
I'm here in the office, just finished up a telephone town hall meeting with my dynamic sister, our Attorney General, Tish James, and my team informs me that some far-right extremists have introduced a resolution to try to throw Democratic members of the House off of our committees. That resolution is going nowhere. You ain't throwing no one off of any single committee. These people are malignant clowns.
So you saying that the Republicans are clowns. What did that make you then, Hakeem Jeffries? You up here talking to Letitia James. What about when y'all was up there doing all this crap to Donald Trump? Before he got elected, look at the crap that y'all was doing. You up here talking about, I just got off the phone with my sister Letitia James. Damn Letitia James. All that woman been doing has been trying to go after Donald Trump this entire time. You talking about I just got off the phone with her. Y'all Democrats are just sick. Y'all are mad because President Trump won. Now you want us up there and call Republicans clowns. But y'all was the clowns the way y'all was acting during Donald Trump's speech. Al Green getting up, weaving his cane everywhere. Y'all eyeballing them, holding up signs, just being very disrespectful. But you want to call the Republican clowns? No, you are the clown.
Andy Ogles is a fraud. A complete and total fraud. You aren't throwing anyone off of any committee in the House of Representatives. Don't make me expose you to folks who don't know you.
So he's threatening to expose the Republican congressman who has introduced this resolution. And what I find funny is you don't hear Republicans threatening Congressman Al Green for introducing articles of impeachment for President Trump. Do you see the difference in both sides of the political spectrum there? Now, here's another clip of Hakeem Jeffries. This is yesterday. You can tell this guy is frustrated. He's having a bad week. I think we can all make that claim, right? Here he is raging against President Trump's flood the zone strategy, which clearly has worked because they are disoriented.
The flood the zone strategy is designed to disorient people. I ain't going to be disoriented. I'm not going to be disoriented by it all. We have to push back with righteous indignation. But this whole flood the zone strategy is designed to create the appearance of inevitability. The notion that Donald Trump is unstoppable. He ain't unstoppable. Not a single bill connected to Trump's Project 2025 agenda has
why y'all see, this is the problem. Why y'all keep trying to connect this man to a Project 2025 that he has nothing to do with? Y'all see the reason why y'all gonna continue to lose. Y'all can't even tell the freaking truth. Even I think what's the left-wing media? Snopes? Even I mean, come on. Donald Trump has nothing to do with Project 2025, but yet y'all still throwing that up. Hakeem Jeffries is a freaking clown, man. And see, the American people can see straight through this crap.
passed the House because there's unified Democratic opposition. Not a single bill. We're almost halfway through the first 100 days. He doesn't have a single legislative accomplishment, but we're supposed to believe it's all inevitable, he's invincible, it's unstoppable. Show me the evidence.
I think
Hold on. In the courts, Donald Trump is not winning. He's losing.
Okay, can we just be honest about something? He's halfway through his presidency, not more than halfway. Just to be accurate, okay, number two, Donald Trump is not losing in the courts. Yes, there was that 5-4 decision that basically is saying that he has to release $2 billion of foreign aid, but that's just a fraction of all of the cases that are out there as it pertains to the executive orders that he has issued and the actions that he has taken. We already know USAID is gone. The courts ruled that he could get rid of that. My point being for Hakeem Jeffries is I think he needs to focus on his own party and stop focusing so much on President Trump. Because when you do, you make the mistakes that they made at that address, which is why Senator John Fetterman came out and criticized the party.
Republicans have been very critical of Democrats today, saying they did not stand up enough for Trump's speech during certain moments.
I mean, I don't know why we can't fully celebrate. I mean, I have a 13-year-old myself, and I mean, thank God she's never had cancer, but I think that's something we could all celebrate that. And I think it was like it was a touching moment. And like I said, that's part of the best of the American experience.
Now, he continues to slam the Democratic Party.
And that's the thing. That's why they mad at John Fetterman, because they didn't want him to say that, even though we don't trust John Fetterman. But, hey, he was right. They should have at least stood. Like, these people literally showed up to Donald Trump's speech just to mean mug him, just to make faces, hold up signs, walk out. Look what Al Green did. Wouldn't sit down when Mike Johnson asked him numerous times. He didn't just throw him out. He said, Al, Mr. Green, can you please sit down? He would not sit down. He just wouldn't. He just wanted to keep screaming while President Trump was talking. Like, I mean, if Republicans, think about this, y'all. If Republicans would have did that, let's just say that was Joe Biden or that was Kamala Harris that was up there speaking like that, and Republicans was holding up signs and wouldn't stand, especially when it comes to a 13-year-old that had been battling brain cancer. Imagine what think about what they'll be talking about on MSDN. Think about it on MSNBC. Think about what they'll be talking about. Oh, look what the Republicans did. What do you think CNN and them would be saying? Look how the Republican was acting. They wouldn't even stand for a 13-year-old kid. This is what they would be running with.
Which I'll show you here in a bit. But first, if you're getting value from our channel and particularly this video, like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to support us further, you could go to the links in the description below to shop the merch store or buy us a cup of coffee. And here's where he's describing their accomplishments. The first up is when they snubbed a 13-year-old cancer survivor. We talked about that repeatedly. Second, the joint address protests using paddles, which I don't know where they were going with that. Number 3 on the list is the bizarre pick your fighter videos. We showed you that yesterday. And then lastly, which is about to happen in the next couple of weeks, government shutdown. They would rather the government shut down than to give President Trump a win when it comes to funding the government with his budget reconciliation. So, I mean, he's dead on. Now, I'm telling you, I'm not doing this intentionally, but they released more cringe social media videos. Let's take a look at it.
Follow the money with Donald Trump and you'll find out who he votes for.
Who does Donald Trump work for?
Shit, obviously Elon and them. He ain't working for us. That's all I...
Donald Trump works for himself, the billionaires, the corporations, and Elon Musk.
Billionaires.
Not for the American people. Who do you work for?
Trump ain't working for my mother. He's not working for yours either.
Who does Donald Trump work for?
Billionaires.
His co-president, Elon Musk, he's just kind of going along with whatever Elon wants.
Elon Musk and the billionaires.
Okay, so on one hand, they're going
My
to continue
God.
to post these cringe social.
Like, see, this is the reason why they're going to continue to lose. And Elizabeth Warren just mad because President Trump called her Pocahontas. That's the reason why she's still mad. I mean, making these cringe videos, keep calling Elon Musk the president. See, cause they trying to get Donald Trump and Elon Musk to fall out with each other. That's what they trying to do. That's why they keep saying that Elon Musk is a shadow president, or now they wearing shirts saying President Musk. Like, these Democrats are delusional, man.
Social media videos. And let's remember here, every time they do that, they prove they have this inability to relate to people, especially younger adults. This is not the way to do it. That's just my own personal opinion. But on the other hand, they're doubling down on that disgusting behavior from earlier this week where President Trump addressed Congress. Here is part of Jesse Waters' primetime show. His reporter asking them, why didn't they stand?
So you didn't stand up for anything?
The president got before the American people, didn't talk about how he could drive down grocery prices.
Senator, why weren't you standing yesterday for anything?
Very important hearing right now on anti-Semitism.
But you didn't stand for anything at the speech last
I don't
night.
know what you're talking about, where you got that information.
Well, there was nothing the president had to say.
Laken Riley's mom, you didn't stand for her.
Factual or truthful or anything like that.
They are delusional.
You don't think it's worthy to stand up for her like everyone else?
We should applaud.
I need you to move.
Congressman, why didn't you stand for the speech?
Have a good day. I need to go to a meeting.
80% of the American people, according to CBS, loved the speech.
Again, I don't think with the United States.
Are the Democrats out of touch?
The United States of America.
If y'all notice, they can't even answer the question. It's just all because they hate Donald Trump. They wouldn't stand for Laken Riley. You see, watermelon head ass Adam Schiff, he couldn't even answer the question. Why didn't you stand for Laken Riley? Donald Trump, he's a liar. He's a liar. It's like these people are pathetic. Can't answer the question. I mean, wouldn't clap, wouldn't stand, wouldn't do anything. It's like, why y'all even show up? If y'all was gonna act that way, y'all should just stayed at home.
Forgive me for going here. Forgive me for being out of breath.
I don't know what speech they were watching.
They were watching the president's speech, Senator.
Really? It wasn't worth watching.
Why was Al Green so disrespectful?
Oh, now, y'all just heard what watermelon head ass Adam Schiff just said. He just said it wasn't worth watching. So if Donald Trump's speech wasn't worth watching, then why the hell did you show up? Why did watermelon head Adam Schiff show up if Donald Trump's speech wasn't worth watching? Why did he show up then? Exactly.
Of America. Forgive me for going here. Forgive me for being out of breath.
I don't know what speech they were watching.
They were watching the president's speech, Senator.
Really? It wasn't worth watching.
Why was Al Green so disrespectful?
You gotta ask Al Green.
Now, guys, I'm not surprised by the behavior. This was to be expected. We know they will deny, deflect, and not accept any responsibility. You have to understand their culture at this moment is to blame everything that is going wrong on President Trump. They take zero responsibility for why the country is where it is today. It's all Trump's fault. And what Congressman Al Green did is fine. And what's more laughable is what the women on The View have to say about this entire issue. And I just want to bring it to your attention because this is continuing to be the narrative. Republicans are trying to cut Medicaid. I don't know how we go from Congressman Al Green to that issue, but hear it for yourself.
10 Democrats voted to censure Green.
Wow. Do you want a list of the 10?
Do you want to hear their names?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Why go after them too? Go after the Republicans.
Because they don't know how to fight and be part of an opposition party.
Oh, shut up, Sonny Hostin. Won't you worry about your husband? And yeah, insurance fraud. Why you ain't worried about what he got going on? Worry about that $500,000 he more likely gonna have to pay. You need to be worried about that.
Representative Green gave them the example. The Democrats are not meeting the moment. It is very clear that Medicaid is on the table. It is very clear that Social Security is on the table. It is very clear that people will die. The baby boomers, the civil rights generation, they knew what they had to do. They were willing to fight and die for their rights. This generation of Congress, they are not meeting the moment. This is an existential crisis.
I just don't understand how Disney, ABC can continue to put up with that show. I don't know how they justify it financially. I just don't understand how they justify it as far as their contribution to society. It's all hyperbole and extreme scenarios, of course. And I'm not surprised, neither are you. But it just shows you what the focus is on and how they see things. Now, it's no secret that Democrats have had a tough week. Their social media campaigns have been cringe at best, but they're going to continue to defend it. Here is Congresswoman Strickland out of Washington on CNN getting laughed at because she believes this is the right strategy.
And Congresswoman, that TikTok trend, I don't even know where to begin. I'm not sure why this is necessary. I mean, there is like serious stuff happening in this country, but that seems to be just inviting ridicule.
So when you think about TikTok as a trend, we are trying to reach out to different people and different voters. And the woman who produced this is an influencer with 7 million followers. So this is lighthearted, it's fun. And every time you do something creative, you're going to get criticism, right? But I actually applaud them for trying to do something different. And here's the reality. 7 million followers, whether you think it's cringe or you like it, we're on CNN on a Thursday night, and we're talking about it on national TV.
But I guess my question is, to what end? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I mean, maybe you will get 7 million eyeballs, but what is the point?
I am not accustomed to helping your party do anything.
Yep.
But let me give you some advice. This was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And if you read the comments today, Lord have mercy. Look, scrambling for new social media and communication strategies is not a replacement for fixing what's actually wrong. Your party has a 21% approval rating right now, congressional Democrats.
Well, let's talk about fixing what's wrong. Donald Trump is doing nothing for the American people.
And he has a 50% approval rating.
But he's doing nothing for the American people.
You heard what Scott Jennings just said? He got a 50% approval rating. She's mad now. Now she's triggered because Scott Jennings just told her the truth. That was the dumbest thing that y'all done did. I ain't gonna say the dumbest thing. That's one of the dumbest things they done did. Choose your fighter video. And now she's all animated. Now she's all mad now when Scott Jennings said that. Let's take that back. Listen to this. Look, she was smiling, and soon he says about that was the dumbest thing, and then now she's gonna say that Donald Trump ain't did nothing for the American people. That's a lie. You know you a lie. You just mad because he just said what y'all did was dumb. Let's go.
American people.
And so
he's not lowering the cost of living.
Advice
he tells lies.
Fix the policy and leave the gimmicks behind.
Yes, and let's fix policy.
Okay.
Now, towards the end there, you saw what the problem actually is for Democrats. It's not the 21% approval rating. It's their unwillingness to accept that they have a 21% approval rating and they don't believe it's a problem. That is, in and of itself, what's causing the party to fail. And that's fine, you know. But the reality is, if you want to connect with voters, don't be fake. You got to be genuine. You got to be authentic. And that means focusing on the issues that matter to them. And that's not where they're at this moment in time. And that's why they want to focus on this idea that President Trump is not delivering on his promises. He's not bringing costs down. Scott Jennings, on the other hand, responds with a simple question.
How is putting veterans out of work lowering the cost of living? How is taking away food from children lowering the cost of living? How is kicking women off of health care who get Medicaid lowering the cost of living? So I know that these things are distractions that we're talking about, but why won't Donald Trump deliver on his promises? Because he lies. That's why. They're doing nothing to support the American people.
Why would or should the American people trust Democrats to lower the cost of living after the last 4 years?
We have created more jobs.
No, cost of living.
No, he said cost of living. Then you see she's trying to move the goalpost. So you're going to say all this about Donald Trump, he's a liar. But look what we just went through the last 4 years. The reason why grocery price up is not because of Trump. It's because of Joe Biden. Look how she's looking. Scott Jennings is just nailing it right now. I want to take that back. Just listen to how she's running her mouth and Scott Jennings just shut her down. I mean, these people, they can't tell the truth about Donald Trump at all. They just got to lie on the man.
Food from children lowering the cost of living. How is kicking women off of health care who get Medicaid lowering the cost of living? So I know that these things are distractions that we're talking about, but why won't Donald Trump deliver on his promises? Because he lies. That's why. They're doing nothing to support the American people.
Why would or should the American people trust Democrats to lower the cost of living after the last 4 years?
We have created more jobs.
No, cost of living. You brought it up. You said Trump's not delivering. I just want to know why we should trust Democrats who skyrocketed inflation. Why would I trust you?
I don't think it's
why would I trust you?
And that right there is where they don't have an answer.
No answer.
Because it's very clear. American
exactly. No freaking answer. She couldn't answer. And then if y'all notice, she couldn't answer and then somebody else had to try to jump in and save her. They couldn't answer that question. You want to say that Donald Trump about the cost of living, but yet look what we just went through the last 4 years. And then she started talking about jobs. No, we ain't talking about jobs. You said cost of living. I want to go back to that right quick because you see, she tried to move the goalpost.
Lowering the cost of living.
Listen to this again.
How is kicking women off of health care who get Medicaid lowering the cost of living? So I know that these things are distractions that we're talking about, but why won't Donald Trump deliver on his promises? Because he lies. That's why. They're doing nothing to support the American people.
Why would or should the American people trust Democrats to lower the cost of living after the last 4 years?
We have created more jobs.
No, cost of living. You brought it up. You said Trump's not delivering. I just want to know why we should trust Democrats who skyrocketed inflation.
Yep.
Why would I trust you?
I don't think it's
why would I trust you?
And that right there is where they don't have an answer.
Nope.
Because it's very clear. American people do not trust the Democratic Party, especially what they did in regards to border security. That right there was a catastrophe, okay? It was a crisis. So what I want to do right now, because I know I spent this entire video raging against Democrats, here is Tom Homan providing receipts and facts on how successful President Trump has been when it comes to securing the border. And we're going to show you the hypocrisy from Democrats. Let's hear it.
A bill from Congress might be welcome, but you all have shown in 1 month you were able to shut down the border.
Because we got a strong president. President Trump did in 3 weeks what Joe Biden didn't do in 4 years. And that bipartisan border bill, look, I respect Senator Langford. He called me, walked through that bill with me. He asked me to support it. I said no. I'm not okay with 4,000 or 5,000 illegal aliens a day crossing this border as being normal. I don't want that in statute. I'm not okay with a bill that doesn't address sex trafficking of women and children. And right now, you look at the numbers, what President Trump has did, we went from an average at the highs of 10 to 11,000 a day under Biden to 200. 11,000 to 200. The gotaways that I spoke about, 1,800 a day average under Joe Biden. You know what I saw the other day? 41. 1,800 to 41. We won't be happy if that number is zero, but look at the strides President Trump made in 3 weeks that Joe Biden could have done.
So that's just me showing you guys the other side to the argument that Democrats want to make, which is President Trump isn't keeping his promises. He's not making Americans safer. He's not doing anything to bring down costs. But there's only one problem. You can go back in history and see the hypocrisy with Democrats.
Exactly.
Because they believed during Joe Biden's time that you needed immigration reform to make the border secure, meaning you needed Congress to secure the border. Well, President Trump has proven that to be false, but let's hear it anyway.
It's the toughest, most efficient, most effective border security bill this country has ever seen.
Democrats were on their back foot on immigration. Now we are on our front foot.
Look, the president has been very clear. We need that bipartisan border security bill.
By any objective measure, it's strong, tough, and realistic.
I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
So it begs the question, why do they demand the trust of the American people? When you had the president, vice president, and Democratic leadership claiming the border was secure. And then once it became an issue, claiming that the border bill will make the border secure.
Just
so
lies.
it's just a joke. Okay, so let's just get to the question of this video.
Well, there we go right there. Salute to Devore Darkins. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Let him know that I sent you. Salute to him. And like I said, man, Democrats are just liars. Now, Kamala Harris already in office 4 years along with Joe Biden. And all of a sudden now, if you become president, you going to try to secure the border? Oh, Donald Trump killed the bill. It's like these people are just freaking liars, man. I'm like, my God. Hakeem Jeffries all over the place. They mad at Fetterman now because he pretty much been sided with Donald Trump. Even though we still don't trust Fetterman, but at least the man come out and tell the truth about what the Democrats should have did. But yet, Democrats, they just going to keep acting the same way they've been acting. So like I said, thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.